see me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't got to do with rage.
I'm Todd Grisham, and every fighter wants to say at least once they fought at Brooklyn Hall. And here we are. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. The First Lady of Boxing, Cecilia Brakhus. She's 5'7", with a reach of 66.9 inches. And she'll be facing the Empress, Alicia Napoleon. She's 5'5", and has a reach of 68.1 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
The First Lady of Boxing, Cecilia Brakhus, one of the most decorated athletes in the history of the sport. Alicia Napoleon, fighting out of New York. This middleweight won the championship back in 2018.
Look at this. These fights are so up front. Look at that.
Well, we're all set. Let's go into the ring for the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Bergen, Norway, an undisputed women's welterweight champion of the world, the First Lady of Boxing, Cecilia Brakhus. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of Lindenhurst, New York, here is the women's super middleweight champion of the world, the Empress, Alicia Napoleon Espinosa.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Thank you, Todd. You know what? Outside, it's hot. Inside, it's roasted.
Yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. No rest for the weary. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but the fans will only need the edge. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym, because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. She can't find a home for that jab. Big shots from both of these fighters. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this... There's the bell for round two. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. first to go down. Nice counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. She just misses with that big right hand. Catch and shoot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. That punch scores.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. What a punch. That's another scoring shot. Good punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Lands with the right counter. Just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. She got out of the way of that right hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They score with that left hand. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heat. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this.
Back at it, round 4. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own. Nice exchanges from both women in this round. Good punch.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Big right hand just misses. Can she close the show? Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. Right punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot with the right hand. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? There's the bell for round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
That punch lands. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Nice counter shot. Oh, what a punch. Big swing and a miss. He just missed with that big right hand. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. Good right hand. That left scores. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete. This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that great round, we'll see if they can build on momentum here. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
Left counter scores. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. These two are the perfect dance partners. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer. I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice shot with the left. Oh, very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. And there's the bell for round 7. Can they seal the deal in this round after what we saw just a minute ago? Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Perfect counter shot. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? Counter right. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in the guess.
Quick punch scores. He's rolled the dice, and it's coming up aces here, but can she seal the deal? Not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge. And there's the bell for round 8. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here. They're both trying for a knockout. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Left punch. Nice punch. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. That's a scoring left hand. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see, and she has no choice but to take a knee.
She definitely knows she's lost a round, Todd. So taking a knee, it means nothing. It isn't giving her any advantage or disadvantage. She's just giving herself 1 minute, 8 seconds rest.
This is not where Cecilia Brakhus wants to be. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you. Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job. What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Good counter punch. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? A big left, but doesn't score with it. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Beautiful counter shot. She misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Beautiful counter punch. As bad as boxing judging could be sometimes, there's no doubt. We've made it to round 10. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Hey, those punches add up. Good counter punching for both these fighters. That one lands. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Why sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow? You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. The perfect counter lands. No power. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.